It's incredible. Most nonprofits in this area haven't been around as long as Legal Aid Works, so we recognize how extraordinary and how special this is. It's a lot of different people working very hard over 50 years to keep doing our mission, and that is something we need to celebrate. In 1973, several lawyers got together and realized that because there's no right to a free lawyer when you're low income and you have a civil legal problem, they were watching people all the time in court not getting good results. And it wasn't because of the facts or the law not working out for them. It was because they just simply didn't know what to do in court. So they saw a need, just like any other nonprofit got started. Every nonprofit has that origin story where somebody saw something that wasn't right and they wanted to fix it. So these very courageous lawyers, some of whom are still in the community, were so moved by that, they said, let's do something to solve this problem and let's start a legal aid organization. So that's what they did. And that was in 1973. And they had an office on the second floor on Princess Anne Street. I think it was 905 or 910 Princess Anne Street, and they just started a nonprofit. I think that there were a few other legal aids in the United States at that time. Some had been around for maybe a few years before that. So it was a model that other people were doing, but I think it did take a visionary to say, we can make this work. We're going to, first of all, start out as volunteers, and then eventually they got funding and they got a paid staff. And to this day, we are able to have a paid staff of attorneys, paralegals, and support staff to do the work that we do. And it's all because people in 1973 said, we really can't tolerate this kind of inequity and unjust result that's happening only because somebody can't afford a lawyer. So let's see what we can do to make the system fairer and work better for people who are low income. It's about some pretty life-altering things. So in custody cases, you could lose your child. In a protective order, you could lose your life. In a housing or eviction case, you could become homeless. The stakes are enormous. And so what we're trying to do when we level the playing field on a civil case is certainly so that the system can be fair and we can get a just result for a client, but you can also preserve a family or keep somebody safe or make sure they aren't homeless and living under a bridge. So it's pretty significant kinds of things that we get to see every day. And we don't always win. We don't always have great success stories. But when we do, it's incredibly fulfilling for our attorneys to be able to see somebody's life completely change simply because we knew how to navigate the legal system for them. We started out as the Fredericksburg Area Legal Aid Society because we were serving Fredericksburg and probably a few counties around here. Then we opened an office in Warsaw. And so it really didn't make sense to call it the Fredericksburg Area Legal Aid Society. So that's when our name changed to Rappahannock Legal Services. And then a few years after that, we opened a Culpeper office. So now we have a Tappahannock office, Culpeper, and a Fredericksburg office. So they were called the Rappahannock Legal Services because you could pretty much follow the Rappahannock River all the way through all the counties that we serve, 17 counties. Now, since 2016, we've been called Legal Aid Works, or Law. And that's been now the third name along the way in our 50-year history. So August 24th is going to be a Thursday evening. That's 4:30 to 6:30, and we'd love to have everyone come and be a part of that. It's called our Golden cocktail hour. We're going to have an open bar with wine and beer and a signature cocktail and hors d'oeuvres, a lovely event that we just want everyone to come and enjoy themselves. The awardee today at that event is going to be Mary Catherine Greenlaw. She's our mayor in Fredericksburg, and we're giving her the Champion of Justice Award. She will be our keynote. We'll have a pro bono attorney award, and we'll also have a client coming and telling a story so that we can really understand what really our mission does on a day-to-day basis with real people in our community. It's going to be a joyous event. We really want a lot of people to just come and enjoy themselves. The tickets are on sale now. You can get a ticket for $50 each, and that's on our website at legalaidworks.org, and you go to the events tab and see the 50th anniversary tab there, and you can get your tickets right now. If you're a business in the community and you want to show support for this kind of equal justice initiative, and you want to celebrate somebody in the community who's been here alongside the other businesses in this community, it would be great to be a sponsor. We start at $500. We go up to different levels with different sponsorship benefits, and the brochure is linked on that event page. So you can look at what level of sponsorship works for you. We'd love to have you on board, and we'd be happy to talk to you about the benefits associated with sponsoring this event. We want to look at 50 years and give credit where credit is due to our founding parents who started this, and also look at the rich history that we've developed over the years. We're definitely a fixture in this community, and we want to make sure that everyone knows and appreciates that history, but also we want to look forward and say, what will we do in the next 50 years, and what can we be doing right now to enhance the community that we're living in?